higher than most, eyes low in the post. Ready for whatever, buddy, trust me, you won't no smoke. Never disrespect my city, this the land of the ghosts. This shit doper than some white girls that just got off the boat. This shit came straight off the boat, straight off the boat. Straight off the boat, 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 straight off the boat.
Okay, whatever. Let's just go. I didn't know how to do this.
What up?
My G!
What's good? What's good?
My G! Listen. Okay, so... So first of all, bro, people don't even know what we've been going through to even try to get this accomplished. We've been trying to get this episode done for a month and a half, 2 months now.
Ooh, almost birthday time. Like, yeah.
Yeah, man. And then I just had to download Skype because Messenger ain't working. Like, bro, like it's crazy. But bro, I'm super excited though. Yeah, exactly. But they knew what the situation was gonna be. Yo, I'm excited to have my boy, my homie, Tommy Hawkins, aka the Angry Educated Black Man, coming on here with me, man. Yo, Tommy, bro, blessings to you, man. Thank you for doing this, bro. I know you're a busy man. But yeah, bro, I ain't gonna waste the folks' time. One thing about Tommy don't do football, so we won't talk about football. My dog straight Kaepernick. As a matter of fact, though, I did want to hear your thoughts. Kaepernick, I've heard him, but everybody else need to hear him. Kaepernick and this Nike deal.
Yeah, I mean, no, it's funny. I've actually, I was getting ready to rant about that a little bit later, but yeah, I mean, I think it's an interesting opportunity for Nike. I mean, I know they've got Kaepernick, I know they've got Serena, I know they've got LeBron, and so for them, you know, like I've said before with Netflix, understanding that black content is where it's at. You know, they've got like I think it's like 40% of the market as far as people go is what they're watching from 18 to 26 or 18 to 34. And they continue to invest in black content. You know, they got Tiffany's Dish, they got the Barack Obama special. So Netflix understands that like black people is pretty much where the popular content is going. So I feel like Nike is one of these traditionally corporate brands, this kind of legacy, has a chance to say like, all right, if these people are burning our shit, who don't fuck with us no more, then fuck it, we just gonna be all black. Like, we just gonna support all black people. And basically just, you know what I'm saying, if the people on the board of directors are about that image, they can go all black. And I'm saying, like, I mean, it could change the whole outlook of things. I'm just like, I mean, they got a rare
it was nice. I saw LeBron send out a tweet about Nike stock prices going up.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, for real. I mean, this is like, and that's the thing, like, they can start offering people stock options. I mean, if they smart, or they can make their own damn football league. Real shit. I mean, if the NFL, you know, doesn't do its thing, it's like just like how LeBron made the school, where he just redefined how people are thinking about schools. Nike can redefine how people think about leagues, have like safe turf, safe helmets, like just redefine the whole way people are thinking about how they play this sport. And kind of, you know what I'm saying, reinvent themselves as a company, but you know, I don't know if
But see, Tommy, you know what happens. You know what happens in that case because they begin to siphon off talent from the NFL.
Right.
So, and if you siphon that talent from the NFL and have a competing product, then you challenge the legacy of the NFL, and we could see the end of the NFL if Nike creates a league where they're targeting prominent black athletes to come over there. Because, I mean, let's just be honest about it. Football without black people.
Yeah, right.
Kickers and quarterbacks. That's what you're going to call it. Like, that's what it is. I mean, that's the reality of the situation, bro. But, yeah, let's talk about what your heart is, man. You're a basketball man. Always have been, bro. That's what we connected.
I mean, yeah.
The basketball. So you told me that you had a season outlook for me, bro, and I want to hear it.
Yeah, I mean, this season, you had a chance to go through all the teams. Really, overall, I mean, I think everybody's upset because Golden State definitely got DeMarcus Cousins. But of course, you know, I mean, personally, I gotta break it down from my standpoint. I mean, I've been on Steph Curry's and us back on that Davidson bandwagon. You know what I'm saying? So I've been deep in the chamber. So I'm just like, damn, the masterfulness that they did. But it's crazy how he just said, fuck it, I'm gonna sign with them because I was kind of looking for that super team with LeBron. I got a couple things. One, I think the Lakers are going to make the playoffs.
Absolutely.
And I think they're going to win 47 games.
47?
47 games.
People have been getting me to increase my number on them because originally I had them in the low to mid 40s. So 42 to 45. That's where I had them at first. Now I got them low 50s. Like they're like LeBron James. I keep replaying the playoffs in my mind, and you know what I mean. And I'm what everyone would label a LeBron James hater. I critique his game harshly, but that's because I compare him to.
Yeah.
I compare him to Michael Jordan, so that's why I critique his game like that. I believe him to be the second greatest player of all time, so I critique him as such. But the man is talented. He's dominant, and he's going to drag the Lakers to a 50-win season. And then you add people on his team like Rondo, who has the ability to challenge him. Like he has Stevenson, who has challenged him on the court. You add Beasley, who's a knucklehead, but has a natural basketball skill, which is to put the ball in the hole. Like, and then you got the kids out there, Lonzo, Kuzma, Josh Hart. Like, they have a squad. It's gonna be interesting, bro. And then you're a Dallas fan.
Right.
Like, and no bandwagon. Long time, like since I first met Tommy, when he was working at Shrimp Pocket.
The fucking pocket, yo.
Yeah, like yo, and Dallas, y'all all right. Y'all better than what people may think. Y'all better than what people may think.
Yeah.
Like,
I forgot. I think we drafted another shooting, like a 6'7" shooting guard.
You got Luka Doncic.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So the thing is, I mean, I know it's first last season, but I'm like, yo, Dennis Smith is that nigga's gonna be the truth this year. Like, he's about to turn some motherfucking heads this year, and I'm just like, I mean, Rick Carlisle's a great coach, and they gonna try to squeeze something out of whatever they got out of there. So I'm just like, I mean,
you guys got DeAndre Jordan coming in there, the big man that you guys have kind of been looking for, since forever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so that gives you guys the opportunity to take dirt out the paint to save him some, so he's not as worn down by the end of the season. Dennis Smith is a stud.
Yeah.
Like, he's a stud. That boy can basketball.
Yeah.
that young man can basketball.
Yo, that man's sick, man.
Yeah.
I mean, his ups, his shot, I mean, everything else. And I'm just like, they still kind of leashed him, so he's gonna let loose this season.
Now, as far as Luka Doncic, like, he was like the MVP of the EuroLeague last year. He's got big hype, but the same could be said for somebody like Mario Hezonja or something like that, who's still not panning out. The thing I like about Doncic is that he's going to a coach like Carlisle. You know what I mean? Carlisle has a proven history of being able to coach players from overseas. You got J.J. Barea. So you know what I mean? He's going to. I think the only other better fit might have been the Spurs, but as far as going to somebody who can understand, like, it's dope, bro. It's dope, and I like what y'all got going on. Do I think y'all gonna make the playoffs?
Yeah. I'm right there. I mean, the thing is I'm like, all right. I'd actually like to take another draft pick. I mean, another potential, you know what I'm saying, top 10, top 15 pick. But at the same time, it's like they really could bang out some doors this year, and especially with signing DeAndre. They're kind of like, I mean,
that's a move.
Dirk's already been saying he wants to get a number 8 spot. He wants to make a playoff run.
That's a move, and DeAndre Jordan is a move that helps you towards that. I think Luka Doncic is going to end up being a play now player. Like, he's ready to play in the league for what they're going to ask him to do. He's not going to be asked to be the lead guy, but he could. He has the skill set to be. I guess I'm not so sure about what that is. You know what I mean? Like, I'm iffy. But you put him next to Dennis Smith Jr., who's a man child, and he's gonna get open looks. And if he can knock down shots, and they still got Barnes, low key. Like, exactly. Like, people sleep on Harrison Barnes as a basketball player, but that's 16, 17 points walking through the door. And that's not easy to find because God knows the Miami Heat could use 16, 17 points from a wing player. Tommy, what are we going to do, bro?
Bro, I don't know what to say, bro. I don't know what to say. I know you're the Miami expert, bro. You gotta give me some reason on what could possibly be done. Because, I mean, Spoelstra's a master at the end of the day. But, you know what I'm saying? You got to give him something to master with.
Listen, I'm glad you said that, bro. Most people, that's another person who's extremely slept on. Eric Spoelstra?
Yeah, like...
Eric Spoelstra, like, people talk about him like he's just a middle-of-the-pack regular coach. This man has 2 championships. And yes, LeBron James was there. But Spoelstra has 2 championships.
Right, like let's see what Tyronn Lue does. You know what I'm saying?
Like come on, like he took a LeBron-less roster, a roster of D-leaguers and scrubs, and for the past 2 years, like we ain't really had no players. Like you know,
Whiteside hasn't been healthy either. So
it's like, not just about that. He don't give effort either, bro. Like I'm done with Whiteside, man. Like I wanted y'all to take him so that he could be y'all headache now. But y'all got Whiteside 2.0 over there, DeAndre Jordan, bro. Like that's
man, yeah. And he's gonna actually be able to do offense and shit too, so he's gonna be excited over there.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. What other teams in the league are you gonna plan on watching? Pretty heavy.
What's the other one? Indiana. I'm really like.
Victor Oladipo. He really impressed me last year.
I'm really impressed. Like, I feel like if they can avoid the Cavaliers, never mind. Excuse me.
There's no need to avoid the Cavaliers. Yeah, They're not making the playoffs.
The East is really interesting too because I'm just like, now last year I feel like Boston. If Boston was healthy, they should have beaten the fucking Warriors because the Warriors were weak last year. I was done with the niggas in Game 6 when they couldn't fucking beat Houston on their home court. That was bullshit. Like. Or I can't remember exactly how, but I know in Game 5, where Steve Kerr had to massage KD's ego because he thought he was Michael Jordan out there. I was like, nah, I'm done with you, bro. Like, you really think you Michael Jordan out there, bro? Like, no, pass the ball to Steph, goddamn it. Like, I know he's cold, I know he's upset, but y'all supposed to work as a team. Anyway, I don't feel like they should have won that year, but at the same token, I'm really interested to see what a healthy Boston team's going to do because you remember when the funny thing is we had this conversation last year towards homecoming. Yeah,
when you came out here, we was at the house. We was in my house.
Yeah, and you remember then we talked about the 2 surprises was going to be Boston, and them motherfuckers didn't even have Kyrie or Hayward, and New Orleans.
Yep.
And they motherfucking beat they swept Portland.
Portland in the first round.
Cousins. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, you know. At this point, I'm like, there's only a few group of teams that are really like, okay, this team is really competitive or like has a chance. Like Utah, Houston, Golden State. Like if we're going to the West,
Houston,
really saying like,
I have to stop you there, brother.
Well, I mean, I don't really think they're gonna beat nobody. Like, let's be real about it. Like, I don't really.
They have Carmelo Anthony. Like, he's a cancer.
I mean, let's be real. I don't fuck with Houston. I don't really think they're gonna beat anybody. But I'll at least give them enough respect to say, like, okay, y'all may play some contenders or be in the top 4.
Okay.
You may get out the first round, but you're not gonna beat any of these other particular teams that I speak of.
Okay,
you know
okay. I was just making sure we had a baseline here for the crowd.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, to be honest, the only real contenders is Boston, Golden State, and to be honest, I'll keep it on. Nigga, LeBron get hot. I don't know what the fuck gonna happen.
I keep saying that. Like, everybody talk about how LeBron in the West is gonna make it tougher, and I believe it is because he's gonna play them on a more regular basis.
Yeah, but and the thing about it is you have to understand who's the other real contender. The only other real contender in the West last year was Houston, and
they're worse.
Yeah,
they're worse. It's just like Philly in the East. Everybody, like, I like Phillies, but they're worse. They lost Marco Bellinelli and Ersan Ilyasova, and those 2 were critical during their run.
And exactly. I don't honestly. Now I like Philly, but they may not be the 3rd best team in the East. That's what I've been trying to tell people. Like you know.
Okay, so you got Boston, you got Toronto for sure.
Okay, and everybody is sleeping on Toronto.
Yeah. Like, listen. They got Kawhi Leonard and Danny Green, so you don't have as ball dominant of a shooting guard like with DeMar DeRozan. You got a catch and shoot player next to Kyle Lowry, and then you got Kawhi, Mr. Do It Everything at the 3. Like, they could be scared. They still got Valanciunas. Like, and then on top of that, even if it doesn't work, they're coming from under a lot of these contracts after this year anyway.
Exactly. Everybody's got to ball out, so it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like Toronto's a sleeper.
Nothing to lose. They're the most dangerous team in the East. Really, they have nobody has anything to lose on that team. Period.
Because I mean, to be honest, like Boston is talented, but everybody's heaping praise on them, and we all know that it's different when nobody expects anything from you versus when now you're the team to beat. Like that's what it is now. Because Boston is the team to beat. There's no more LeBron, so the East seems like a free for all. But there are only a few teams over there. But you were saying that hold on. You were saying Philly might not be the third best team in the East. Who else did you have above them?
Yeah, that was a little disrespectful. But
because I don't want to say Washington, even though I think Washington can't get them something.
Washington, Milwaukee can swallow slow, like straight up. Like I give no fuck. Like I'm not sugarcoating that shit no more. Y'all niggas have had too long, 3 or 4 years with these same ass rosters, with these same ass niggas, and y'all ain't did shit. Like that's why I'm like, you as a Miami fan gotta be upset. Like y'all niggas got all this talent, and y'all can't even get out the first round.
Listen, when you talk about all this talent, when you talk about Miami, you gotta think we got a D-leaguer starting. Tyler Johnson was from the D.
No. I'm saying from the standpoint of what Spoelstra's done with that talent versus the fact.
Oh
that Milwaukee, Washington. And hell, even Toronto until they've made this move.
Milwaukee has a top 10 player in the league.
Yeah, and done nothing.
They got a top 10 player in the league, and then that is rough though, bro. It is rough.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, I don't have it. I'm done with sympathy for those teams.
Yeah,
like it's been too long. We've had too much. Like it's over. Hell, the same thing for Portland.
Yeah, blow it up.
They gotta blow that shit up.
Blow it up. Blow it up. Like that's gotta go.
Come on, let's get this shit moving. Like y'all holding the progress because we need.
To be honest, I thought that's one of the moves that LA would try and make would be to go after one of them, either Dame Lillard or CJ McCollum, because I think Dame Lillard would have been a great addition to that team.
Yeah, I think he could play with LeBron.
I think he could too.
Yeah.
I think he could too.
Yeah.
But I honestly believe that I'm starting to become
underrated.
Huh?
He's very underrated too.
Damian Lillard? Absolutely. Absolutely. It's because he can't make an all-star team in the West.
Yeah, and then people forget they play Golden State every year. They play Golden State. How you expect them to ever win? They play Golden State every year.
But he gives it to Golden State whenever they play him too. Like he gives it to. Like that's what I'm saying. And if he played for the Lakers, you put him next to LeBron. Now you cooking with grease.
That's what I'm saying.
Like them boys, it's crazy. It's crazy how things are working out. But the East is so ridiculous to me because now I don't know what to make of Charlotte's situation. I don't know what they're going to do with Kemba Walker.
There's another one. Like, what's going on?
It's Michael Jordan running a franchise. That's what it is. It's horrible. It is horrible, bro. It is horrible. And then you got who else? Orlando. They're like the proverbial dog wagging its own tail. They have no idea. They drafted another big man this year. They got Mo Bamba to add to Bismack Biyombo, to add to Nikola Vukovic, to add to Jonathan Isaac, who's 6'11". Like it's at no point does anybody say, "Hey, maybe we should get a guard."
Somebody look at the guard they drafted. That nigga with the hair,
Elfrid Payton.
Yeah, and they traded that nigga away. Like.
Yeah, he's now with the Pelicans, which might be an underrated move too. Because before I say this, I don't want anybody to think I'm mistaking this young man for an NBA champion. But Elfrid Payton can be Rondo-esque in his impact on the game. Because he can score, he can assist, he can rebound, he can steal the ball. Like,
yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, but he's a bum though. Like, but
right.
But he's a bum that's serviceable.
He's very effective at what he's like a Tony Allen type dude.
Yeah, exactly. He has a role. He has a niche, and he flows in that niche.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yo, another team. I want to talk about my brother's favorite team, the Bulls, bro. Like,
because the East is so weak, I still hate Fred Hoiberg.
He's garbage.
Oh my God! It's disrespectful to have him as a head coach. Like, come on, man.
Absolutely.
He should have fired so long ago.
Absolutely, and it's only like his third year. Like he should have been
fired
midway through his first season. Like it's over. It's over. But yes, but I mean, what they're building, I'm not entirely sure what it is, but maybe they just like collections of injured players. But to put Zach LaVine and Jabari Parker on the same team,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. They signed Jabari Parker with all that money. Oh.
Yeah, but I like Laurie Markkinen. I like him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the one. Bryce. Who did they draft?
Jeez, I forgot. I need to Google it because it's gonna bother me too. Like if I don't figure it out. But they have let me see who else they got. Chris Dunn Jr. Chris Dunn.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna do something in Minnesota, and we about to hop to Minnesota too because that's another story. Like, what's up, bro? Like,
the Minnecago Timberwolves. The Minnecago Timberwolves, boy. That's oh my god. What is? Look, Tibbs, this ain't 2009, brother. Like, get out of the hot tub time machine. Like, no. Like, they just signed Lou Aldane. They have Derrick Rose. They have Jimmy Butler. They have Taj Gibson. The Bulls got Wendell Carter. He's a player. I like him. But yeah, the Timberwolves. But Jesus Christ, they got the core from the playoff run in 2008 Chicago Bulls. Why? Why break it up in the first place?
I mean,
or maybe they just found another organization to take it on. And then you got Jimmy Butler and Cat. Jimmy Butler not liking Cat or Andrew Wiggins.
Yeah, like.
What's the deal? What's the deal? But you were talking about Utah earlier, and a lot of people thought Utah was like a flash in the pan last year.
No, they're actually a really good team. Like people gotta realize like this game is not about like the superstars. Like you need superstar, like yeah, true, but it's team basketball. Like, all the teams
they have one.
Hmm?
They have a baby one in the making.
Yeah. Oh yeah. For sure, Donovan. Oh yeah. I mean.
Oh, that wasn't real.
Like that nigga. Like okay. Now let me crush your nigga real quick. Now let me tell you. Watching that series not only showed me the value of team, but at the same time, Russell Westbrook.
Which one? The first one,
Utah
first round.
Versus Oklahoma.
Okay. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. You can continue.
On top of the fact of, like at that point, I really was like, okay, like I'm gonna refrain a little bit, but like Russell Westbrook fans, y'all have to understand, this man has to be one of the stupidest men on the planet of basketball IQ I've ever seen. This man was overplaying Ricky Rubio, getting technical fouls from being upset after a press conference off of him scoring 25 points, helping to a degree of you giving Donovan Mitchell more room to score. I'm like, okay, like, I need y'all to understand that the level of stupidity of this is not...
I need them to understand that you said he was guarding Ricky Rubio! Like, look. I understand, and my brother tried to help me see this, and I get it. Ricky Rubio was important to Utah. He's a very good basketball player in Utah. But it's Ricky Rubio, and you're an MVP.
Bruh, I'm telling you, it was up like, and the thing about it is no one said anything about it. I'm like, this is up there with J.R. Smith for me. Like, it's literally that level of basketball stupidity. Like, I don't understand, if y'all understand, like, there's no way if I was, like, I've never been in the NBA, and we all know this.
Yeah.
There is no way if I'm an MVP, I'm fucking guarding Rubio. Like, I would look at the coach and be like, nigga, are you serious? I'm about to guard this nigga for 6 minutes, and if I don't get in any foul trouble, you will continue to let me guard this nigga while I average a triple-double. Fuck you. Like, the fuck? Like... Yeah, okay, yeah, like, yeah, nigga, what are we, like, the fuck? Like, bro, I'm telling you, like, that was literally, I was like, bro, there's no way.
Bro, listen.
Like, and you have to understand that his ego is so big, nobody can talk him out of that.
Nobody can say anything to Westbrook in OKC. Nobody. He's the best player in the organization. When Kevin Durant was there, at least you had an opportunity to be like, hey, yo. But.
Maybe you should guard somebody else.
But it's Ricky Rubio who's killing you. But that also sheds a light on maybe today's game is so much focused on offense that we've completely forgot about defense altogether.
Yeah.
Like Westbrook plays almost no defense. MVP.
Yeah.
James Harden plays definitely no defense.
Yeah.
MVP.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess whatever sells, like that's.
Yeah, and that's the other weird part about it is just I'm like, and this is the argument now. Once again, I'm gonna keep it 100. This is the thing that my mom, my dad, who watched basketball for years, have said all the time is, all these motherfuckers who put up all these numbers means nothing because they do not win. That is the bottom line. They do not win. And the thing about it is, it's not even just a winning thing. It's the mental capability to be able to win. James Harden continues to get into situations where he's supposed to be clutch and misses threes, goes ghost, or does not perform. That is something mental.
He's not. It has a name. They call it it. He doesn't have it. He can score the ball. I get it, but he don't have it.
Thank you.
Like, and that's what. Like, I get why people want to make this comparison. I hate this conversation when people say that James Harden will go down as a greater basketball player than Dwayne Wade. I have this conversation all the time.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's some of the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life.
Like, look, I get it. Harden is a natural scorer of the basketball. I acknowledge his skill. He does not play defense, and he doesn't have it. Whatever it entails as far as to be able to will your team, drag your team to a championship, he don't have that. Wade has it in spades.
I'm telling you, when I was at Game 3 sitting with the Dallas Mavericks watching the NBA Finals, you know the person who put the most fear in my motherfucking heart was Dwayne Wade. That nigga put all the fear in my heart. Every time he made a shot, I grabbed my mom. Oh my God, please don't let him warm up. Please.
Every time you go to the free throw line, like he's like, but it's just, it's like, and I'm a fan, so I get it. People think I'm crazy, but I don't want to get too deep into that because I get angry about that.
No, it's like, but I understand what you're saying. It's just disrespectful. Like, to be honest, if niggas really want to break it down, Klay Thompson is a better shooting guard
than James Harden.
Yeah,
he's a better shooting guard. I don't know if he's a better player. That's where I told the line. Like James Harden. But Klay, no. It's not a stretch to say
that he plays defense. Like he's a two-way player.
And that's the thing about Klay Thompson that people have underrated. Sometimes I believe that Klay Thompson, not Kawhi Leonard, is the best two-way player in basketball. Like Klay Thompson
scores so efficiently. Yeah. It's all about efficiency.
Like exactly. Like he's a better offensive player.
Yeah, they scored 37 points with like how many touches? It was probably less than
like 16 or so. Like
touches. That's insane.
Yes, bro. Like the man is a savant as far as defensive positioning and stuff like that. He uses his body well. He's 6'7", like solid. Yeah. Like he should be in the conversation for best two guard in the league. And so I think that you're not crazy when you say that. I think the only thing is that James Harden is just a better individual. Like he's an elite all-time offensive talent.
Yeah.
He's an elite all-time offensive talent. Like but I can't allow myself to forget the other side of the ball. And I think that's what your thing is too.
I'm with you. And also the other thing too is that I say the it too. I think Klay has more it than Harden too.
Absolutely. Klay has a dog in there. In that little light-skinned body. Klay got a dog in there.
Saved him from OKC that one year. That nigga was in threes from another planet, my nigga. I was like, bro, I've never seen no shit like this in my life, bro.
The man scored, what was it? He scored like 31 and a quarter or some crazy foolishness like that. Like 37, 36. Somewhere in there. He scored 30-plus points in 1 quarter of regulation basketball. That... Like people need to respect his game and respect what he can do out there.
Yeah,
but it's crazy.
But I'm with you though. To the point though. But yeah, Dwayne Wade should never be like.
He should never be disrespected.
Yeah, right.
This is a question that I want to ask you. I'm going to ask it objectively. Who do you think is the better basketball player, Dwayne Wade or Allen Iverson?
Oh, that's a tough one.
I know it.
So
Why do you think you came on here, Tommy, for easy softball questions where you can just spew nonsense?
Who's the better player?
Who's the better player? Talk it out.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna say skill and talent wise, Iverson changed the game. Skill and I mean, I've seen them both. When I watched Iverson, it's like I saw him at the latter end of his career, and I'm like, I've never seen anybody do like his reaction, speed, assists. He was basketball.
Dog.
He was basketball. Like it's just like I can't even explain it. He was basketball to a whole nother degree. The thing about Wade is it's difficult because one, I don't know if Iverson is a one or a two. I don't know if he was disciplined enough to play a one or a two. He was in the wrong generation.
Yeah.
Two,
he definitely was in the wrong generation.
He was in the wrong generation. Two, and also he had nothing on his. Well, I'll come back to the nothing on his. But two, just on pure basketball. But Wade is a true two guard in the sense of his fundamentals, the way he plays defense, assists, pass. Like he's so fundamentally sound that when you're building a team, like he fits within that role so well that it's tough to compare Iverson because he's not so position driven based on the way the basketball is played. Wade may fit into your schema more because Iverson has to be
the guy.
The team that you can create around him is a little bit more
it's specific.
As a GM, you're going to have more finesse that you have to create around Iverson as opposed to Wade because he's more. It's not that he's more traditional, but he fits more into the two position.
I think it's because Wade has more skill sets than Iverson had. Wade, you can build any kind of team around Dwayne Wade. He can terraform himself to fit any scheme, any team that he's on. I think Iverson had a very defined way to play the game. He was great at it.
Yeah.
And you had to put specific things around him. You had to put defenders around him. You had to put a rim protector down there because he was going to get blown by. Like that's because he's not going to play defense. He's going to get steals because he's in the passing lanes, but he's not really going to check anybody. Wade, you can leave him on an island with several players and he'll hold his own. This is what I say to people, and they always get it confused. I think Dwayne Wade is obviously the better basketball player. I think Allen Iverson is the much more popular basketball player, which makes it harder for people to decide. Iverson definitely had a bigger impact on basketball than Dwayne Wade. I have no doubt about that. But I also have no doubt in my mind that Dwayne Wade is a better basketball player than Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson was efficient at putting the ball in the hole. Wade could score, but Wade is a better rebounder. He's a better defender. He's a better team defender. He's a better passer. Like, he's just a better... And Allen Iverson's stats may be better in certain categories, but when you watch them play, like...
Semantics. Passer, I think Iverson could give him a good run for his money.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm not saying that Allen Iverson was a bad passer, and I didn't want to give margins or whatever, but yeah, but I just think Wade could facilitate offense better than anybody than Allen Iverson ever could. Because while you talk about how Allen Iverson doesn't have teammates around him who can score and all these things, Wade in his prime, in his best season, was on a team with Jermaine O'Neal. Not the one from the Pacers. Jermaine O'Neal. Not the one with the braids. The ball head Jermaine O'Neal. End of his rope. He was on the team with Sean Marion.
Yeah.
Wakuba Diawara. Chris Quinn. Those are the people, and he's still averaging 5-6 assists a season.
And he's actually a two guard, which he shouldn't, you know what I'm saying?
It's not his job, but your point guard is so trash that you have to do it. You have to have the ball all the time.
Yeah.
So that's but like you said, it's semantics, but you know what I mean? I've always thought that Dwayne Wade is the greatest basketball player in the NBA to ever wear the number 3. And that ruffles some feathers for some. They think I'm crazy. But yeah.
It's my heart, so I'm always gonna go with Iverson.
Absolutely.
I'm with you. You make great points.
It's no wrong in that conversation to me. I just like to hear people's different options when it comes to that.
The one thing I say is if Iverson was disciplined enough to play a true one the way Steph did, I think it would have been a different conversation.
I think if Iverson was born 10 years after he was born, Iverson could be in the conversation for the GOAT.
Oh. All right then. Well, there's no point in discussing anything else then.
like, bro, that's just how I feel about Iverson. Iverson was a dog, bro. If he had been born in the same generation as some of these other guys.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, he would have ate that ass.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
But yeah, homie, like, bro,
okay,
I really.
Never mind. We have nothing else to discuss.
But I really appreciate you coming on here, bro. Like, bro, nothing but mad love for you, bro. I appreciate you for doing this with me, bro. Like, finally we got this thing done, bro.
I'm excited. I appreciate it.
Yeah, but I appreciate it. So yeah, like I always give people a chance to shout out whatever they want to shout out, bro. So I'm gonna go first, and then you can go next. So I want to shout out the Angry Educated Black Man videos on YouTube. They're on Facebook. Check my dog out. The videos are hilarious. He doesn't talk sports. Like that's not what his primary thing is. He teaches people. He's angry, he's educated, and he's real. You know what I mean? And you can find him on Instagram, Angry Educated Black Man. Like just look him up, bro. You're gonna find the videos are dope. They're hilarious, bro. And yeah. End the podcast. Can't forget Bay. Can't forget Bay. You gotta get Black Angry and Educated. I got that right?
Yeah,
absolutely. Can't forget the podcast. Yeah, so the kid watching, man. The kid watching, and I'm listening. But yeah, man. Go ahead, man. You can shout out whatever you want to shout out, man.
Oh yeah, hey, I just want to shout out. Yeah, I gotta do the same thing. Shout out my boy Royal. You know what I'm saying? It's so good to be arguing with Royal. You know what I'm saying? This shit is dope as fuck. Royal's one of the few people that I actually feel that I can spit my real basketball opinion with because he's one of the only people that has real basketball knowledge and basketball IQ on 100. So, you know what I'm saying? We definitely hold it down in the fantasy football. I'm sure once the league.
Yo! Like, so wait. That's the story that we didn't get to. So, Tommy has been boycotting football. I put Tommy in my fantasy football league last year. He didn't watch it. He didn't draft. He didn't do anything and won the championship.
Right. That's some of the most bullshit I've ever seen, dog.
Yo, the finesse kid. Well, yeah, bro. I appreciate you for coming on again, bro. Thank you for doing this, man. Yeah. You have a great night, my boy, man.
Yeah, you too, man. Most definitely.
All right.
Arguing Royal, man.
Shout out, Angry Educated Black Man.
Yeah.
That.